Good evening to World Living with Paul and Gwen and the four chicks. What's going on, ladies? Are you going to proceed to peck me again? Let the pecking begin. Come on, that's not good behavior. I just thought I'd do an update. I had a viewer leave a comment about my roosting bar, which I do appreciate. I know it's divided. Some people use 2x4s, which have a natural bevel on the corners, so they can rest their paw and whole butt on this, and they can keep warm that way. Others prefer this, which I had originally, but because there's so many irregularities in this with knots and everything else, so I thought it might be easier. So I ripped a 2x4 off a 2x8, and I hadn't taken into account the beveled edges. So what I did today, I beveled the corners with a manual plane, and I did all four corners, and I made sure that there's no slivers. So I can run my hand all the way down here, and so now they can be pretty comfortable in here. It's been nice and smooth where they, put their little claws around. So what do you think? So I want to thank the last viewer for mentioning that. I do appreciate that. I've had a lot on my mind lately because my cat has been really recently diagnosed with diabetes, so that's just one other thing on my brain pan, but he's actually doing pretty good. He's on new medication, not insulin, but there's a new medication on the market which is working on my cat, so I'm thankful for that. So between the cat and the four chickens, I have my hands full, right? Come on, you guys got lots of food over here. Look at that, look, you have ample food, ample. So it's nice and warm in here. The temp's at 60 degrees, so I'm going to put a secondary heater on here. Just as a backup in case the first one craps out, and I'll turn it up a bit. They have lots of water, lots of food, clean bedding. I just put down a whole mess of new stuff, and I just have to clean it up a bit. Hey, come on, guys. Girls, come on. What's going on? What's going on? So I've had these girls for about a month now. They're doing pretty good. The only thing I noticed was one, her beak on the bottom is out about a 1/4 inch too long, and we tried trimming it a bit, but there's too much quick on the end, so we can't do much about it. I mean, we clipped it, it started bleeding a bit, so I'm just gonna leave it. I talked to a farmer about it. He said, "Yeah, she'll be fine, and it'd be different if the top beak if it was crossed like this, right? But no, right now it's like this. The bottom's like that, and you can't clip the bottom. I mean, you can, but you have to be really careful what you cut into. So I'm just gonna leave good enough alone. I just didn't check them when I bought them. The problem is when the birds get beaks like that, they just put them down. So, and this one chicken with the beak, I call her Honker. There, she's right there, right there. And she's one of the major egg layers. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep her. but they all look the same. Although as I said, the one's Tony. She's a bit lighter, and that's Honker, and the other two I haven't named yet, so no idea. But as I said, I want to thank the last viewer for leaving that comment, because I hadn't even considered this, but right now it's nice and smooth. If I can't run my hand down all the way without getting sliver, then it's not a problem. I spent most of the afternoon doing that, like with a manual planer, because I don't have electric. So it was a big job. I took my time, and then I took a wood file after, and just fine-tuned everything. And I have to buy some sandpaper just to go over it one more time, but I mean, things are fine. They're not going to hurt their paws or their feet. Hey, come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you pecking me for? All right, that's it. As I said, there's two bones of contention for roosting bars. A lot of people they swear on the round, and a lot swear on the 2x4s, which they don't even use this. They will sit on through the day, and they won't sleep on it. So a lot of work went into that piece of work. And that's like the simple design. Everything here I built myself, and with a lot of improvements along the way, because you learn by your mistakes. And the next step, I'm going to build them an outside run. I ordered a post pounder. I've got the bars and the fencing, and I'm going to put something out to the side here, and I'll train them to go out in the enclosure, and then eventually I'll let the free range. But right now I just got a lot on my plate looking after this cat, because I have to give him the medication every day and kind of keep an eye on him. Right, chicken? What's your name? What do I name you? So they've got lots of places to jump up and to rest on, to sit on, to play on, and lots of ventilation. I do have I keep the window open a crack at night, and this building is not airtight, so they have lots of air going in and out here, just enough to keep them give that necessary ventilation. Because this used to be a milk house, and it's pretty damn secured, because after losing my last two chickens to a predator, I'm not going to lose these birds. Now, you get attached to the bloody things. People say, well, they're just a chicken. Well, maybe so, but they're my pets. And I get 4 eggs a day. So they look after me, so I'm going to look after them. It costs a bit of money for the feed and the bedding, but what the heck. It's only money. Right, girls? But they all have their own personality. My last two chickens, I don't think I'll ever get another one with the same personality like Tony, the little Banty hen I had. She was for 3 years, like, she was a pretty good chicken. I mean, for a chicken, right? Pretty smart. And I was not going to get any more chickens, because lose like 4 chickens I've lost so far in 4 years, and it's not the best to go through, but these chickens should be okay. I'm going to keep an eye on them. You learn by your mistakes. And, you know, if something wants in here, they're going to have to use a cement cutter and whatever, because they ain't getting in here. I mean, I've got all landscape wire on both windows and on this door, doubled up. And I've got on the bottom here, I've got a 4x4 post. And this is all metal, all the way around, against cement walls. So, and metal on the ceiling, so pretty secured in here. Hey ladies, you're gonna be YouTube stars. Okay, we'll talk to you folks later. Maybe I'll try to get the cattle in tomorrow on the video and get back in the saddle again on making more videos. So you all have a good night. Goodbye.